probably at some point I go out from the camera for a second just to see if I... you can see yourself. Hi everybody, for this new episode of NUDE TALKS. Do you see my everything? No, right?
No, Danny Button.
We have a really special guest. He lives in London. He's young, he's nice, he's cute. He has many followers on OnlyFans. His name is Oliraptor. Yeah, the other thing I have to do when we start to is
Snapchat.
because I know when we start and
Ciao a tutti, socio amici
spettatori.
spettatori. My voice is
It's
soft.
really soft.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Allora, we are in London, in my flat, in Russell Square. Oliver came today to make some pictures. I have a balcony. There was a neighbor. At some point he left, so probably he didn't love it.
Or maybe he got too excited. Had to finish somewhere else.
Okay, could be. You born in the UK?
Yeah.
You grew up in America?
Yeah, I did uni in the States.
And then you moved here.
Yes. I was 24.
When did you start making photography?
Photos. In uni, I was doing a lot of like figure drawing and painting, and I kind of fell into photography because I was taking photos for reference, and I was like, oh, I like what I'm getting from the photos, so I kind of like started to explore that more. And in my last year at uni, it became part of my show, and it was the naked men. Well, in the States, it was a little different. People weren't as comfortable being nude in public. Definitely, it's easier here in the UK and the EU.
Okay, why?
I think there's more of a nudity culture. Like, you get like nude beaches. There's no nude beaches. I can't think of a single nude beach in the States.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
There are places you could go that are maybe queer friendly,
Uh-huh.
and you could maybe get away with it a little bit, but you still probably have to cover yourself up if like a family showed up or something.
In England, it's not illegal be naked outdoors.
So like, as long as you're not like doing anything too crazy in front of people, then you're fine.
This mentality changed completely the perception of the nudities and the relationship between nudities and the outdoor. Because you do this, you take pictures outside.
A lot of my work is in the outdoors. There's so many great spaces in London to do that. You know, I push the boundaries a little bit, but not to the point where I'm gonna get in trouble. Sometimes, yeah, of course, sexual things happen, but we don't do that in front of like strangers.
Okay.
But then there's cruising, so then you get cruising spots where you can go to these areas where nudity is fine, being sexual or queer or whatever is totally fine. So I feel like it's more comfortable to do those things. So cruising or dogging is kind of like the down low, discreet situation where you go to a certain place, and normally the intention is to meet others looking for the same thing, sex, in nature or even like indoor spaces like a bathroom, like public toilets, that kind of thing. You never know who you're gonna meet.
There's no
sign. Normally they get a reputation. You need to find out via other people, or like you find online where to go. There's other areas in London like Epping Forest and Hackney Marshes, Clapham Common. Worcester was always a good spot for me to do shoots.
How does it work when it's an open space like a park?
Yeah.
I mean, families know that there is a cruising there.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a spot that people know that's the area, so they don't normally go for it. Police don't patrol or anything there because it's not an issue. I always connect with being outdoors, and I always feel like when I take people on these like little adventures, that it feels a little bit like an adventure because you're going out and exploring, and you're kind of exploring yourself. Nudity is what we are and what we've come from, and like in its most primal form, I'd say nudity and nature are very closely connected because everyone's comfortable with nudity.
This is true. If naked is so natural, why some people don't feel comfortable with that?
Some people think it's a very intimate thing. When they're naked, they're like, oh, I only want to be naked with someone I'm very intimate with. Like if I do a shoot, sometimes people get excited because mentally, when they're getting naked, this is the moment they're gonna have sex. Sometimes people can't separate the two, and I think that comes with the exposure of being clothed and then the teasing, and then the revealing
Mhm.
of yourself to another person, and that's where the intimacy comes in.
So I can accept that nudity it could be connected with sex. Is sex something to be shame of it? So shame that you have to cover yourself? Maybe you can tell us.
In the comments.
Thank you. Va bene. I think we are done.
Yeah, I think we're done too. Ciao.
Ciao. We finish with something cheeky. It's like my
What cheeky things are you doing on your podcast? What, I don't know. What a cheeky thing? I mean, do you show people your butt?
Yeah, I always do it.
Okay, then show your butt.
Again,
Yeah, why not? That's what people want, right?
you think?
And